Everybody, we are in Group 8 of USA qualifying. Only one more group to go after this for round 1, getting that top 48 set in for US qualifying in a fight to make the national team to represent the United States in the Risk World Cup 2023. Got a great group of 6 getting ready to kick off here with Ace, Apollo Bruce, Q Gatoro, Carl the Great 1321, Landon, and Hectic Doctor. We will be starting in Britannia Advanced, 70% progressive. See if I can get a little bit of stream audio for you. I'll try to get the map the best that I can. It's a little tough in Britannia Advanced here to show you everything, so we'll do our best. Something like that, maybe. We are playing with blizzards, so you can see the blizzards here on the map and where they're set up, not to be super choky. This one creates an interesting path up with just a one path up, and you've got another blizzard kind of creating a choke. So getting from the right side up or down is going to be tricky. This blizzard doesn't have a huge effect, it just may be a little bit annoying. This blizzard over on the left may be a little annoying when you're pathing, but this little path right here could be choky as we go here. Alright, Ace is in second position, Hectic Doctor in first position, Apollo Bruce goes third, Q Gatoro goes fourth, Carl the Great goes fifth, and Landon apostrophe goes sixth. Try to get you their turn timer in here. There we go. So the way this game will break down in Britannia Advance is it'll be a slow first few turns. Everyone's kind of lining up their kills, getting set up. Then turn 8 through 10, everything will break apart. People will start killing each other. Heads will start falling off. And it'll get wild. So we'll notice early kind of the positioning that people want to use, how many positions they want. Apollo's going to have kind of 2 positions he could work out potentially up top. Green and Magenta have these hidden positions up here at the top, hidden behind a couple other stacks. But all or 5 of the players are up here, everybody except Ace up here in the top portion of the map. Ace has a much better presence down here at the bottom of the map. Everybody really at the bottom. Ace also not on the left, so Ace is really in the smallest section. Carl the Great would like this territory. This territory is super valuable, connected to a lot of different directions, but he rolls everybody back out of it, so he does not see the same value I do, apparently. Be interesting to see how people play these 2 choke points, right? So this white 4 is a strong choke point on this map. This orange section, really there's 2 different options here. Is also a really strong choke point on the map. There's no real kill guard opportunities created by the blizzards. There's not really a spot to hide behind the blizzard. So there's not really a defensive move to make with them, except for blocking up the map. preventing potentially a 70 run by somebody by blocking up this path. For the most part, bounties don't count on this one because no one takes them. This is a bounty, this island. This huge section right here is a bounty. Is a bonus. And then this is a bonus up here at the top. This is the only real takeable bonus here. But we've seen it only held, I think, in one match. And it was when Mamba held it in my match. And I had to keep breaking him because no one else would. So unless you're Mamba, you're pretty much not playing for bonuses on this map. Gatoro is making a play to take some other players out of the top. He's got a lot of positions up top here. He's got just the small position, the 7 down here, and just the 2 over in the island. He's playing a real one position game here. Landon's in pretty much every corner of the map. He's got this top corner, he's got this island corner, and he's down here in the bottom. So he's very spread out. Really hard to kill unless you're just positioned perfectly. Yellow and green do have connections for kill lines on each other. Moving forward, black and pink are kind of in lockstep, connected to each other for the most part, everywhere. Black's got a little of an advantage on pink, so Hectic's got an advantage on Carl because he's got this part hidden here. The best kill lines for Ace because of his bottom positioning is black, because all of his positions are down in this area. Gatoro adds to the second position, but does not add to the 2. He's given up this position. If green's smart, he takes out this yellow 2, I think, and really limits yellow's positioning on the map. Yellow's also blocked here. He's moved this stack down to try to separate a little bit. Or no, he's gonna... Yeah, he's trying to separate a little bit, looks like. But could easily be taken out of this island position. Landon trying to keep his 3 positions kind of perfectly balanced. Got the 7 over here middle left, the 10 bottom right, and the 4 top right. He could add a little to the 4 to protect it, but decides not to. He's going to build one big position down here because he's trying to line up a kill, most likely. Not anytime soon, but for the long-term kill. We're just now starting turn 4, so again, turn about 7 through 10 is when everything gets spicy here. Ace is still somewhat spread out because he has some nice blocks in between his corner territories there. He's not in a lot of parts of the map, but where he's at, he's still decently tough to kill. I don't think it's going to be like a pushover kill because he's in one area. It'll depend a lot. So everyone should hold their cards till 5. It would really surprise me if we see anyone turn in their cards before 5. Just on this map, it's so hard to kill people. You can see the troop numbers for each player. They're so close because there's no bonuses, so it's just not going to change that much. So you're not going to have a big advantage where someone can get a kill on the first trade. So you hold your cards till 5, and then that second trade, trading in on 3, usually means someone's going for a bounty. Possibly you're trading in on 3 to stay alive, but usually it's going for a bounty at that point. Carl wants to get in that corner in the island. He's also got the bottom of the map, and he's got that top area and center island. So Carl's really in 4 spots with really good access to everywhere in the map. Landon and Carl are still pretty connected to each other. They're also second. They're also the last 2 spots in turn order, which means they're going to get the big trades here. They'll get the big trades on the first trades. So they'll be the 12 and the 15, and they're connected to each other. So if Carl potentially gets cards on 3, he would have a chance to kill Landon on cards on 3 on the second trade. Or Landon could, with cards on 3, get 4 of Carl's cards on the second trade, which still wouldn't set him in turn. I think Q Gator has put him in a tough position. He put himself in a tough position with all of those territories taken. He's blocked some of his pathing options, and no one has really helped clear out his trail there. He has tried to split his 8s a little bit up top. You see a 10v6? Oh, this yellow on pink 10v6? Yellow on green, gotcha, okay. Yeah, like he's trying to take that bonus up there. Yeah, Carl's somehow done a better job of staying higher in troops. He's at 34 troops, which is tough to have that much of an advantage. He's 7 troops ahead of Landon right now, and it's tough to do on this map when you're not getting any bonuses. But we'll have the first set of trades here, so this will start spreading them out in terms of strength. Okay, so Ace is going to get the 6th trade. He's at 39. The 8 trade will go to Apollo, the 10 trade to Cube Gatoro, the 12 to Carl the Great, the 15 will go to Landon. I don't think we see any bounty runs with this first set of trade-ins. That would surprise me. Cube Gatoro goes up to 43 troops. Carl will get a big trade, goes up to 48. Still may be in the troop lead over Landon, even though Landon's getting the bigger trade here. Okay, so now we see who has cards on 3. Carl in troop lead. Currently lowest in troops is Apollo. We'll check the cards on 3 and see if anyone makes a bounty run early here. Green seems to be keeping kill lines open towards yellow and pink. Orange is keeping his kill lines open to some degree with yellow. Would have some double tap situations. So far, nobody trades on 3. Both Ace and Hectic don't trade. Now Apollo doesn't trade either. So we've got 4 cards for the first 3 players. If anyone goes for that early bounty run, yellow would need to kill white probably and doesn't really have great lines on him to do it. Blocked off from that left side. Carl is also blocked off. Magenta's also blocked off from killing white on that right bottom corner. Does Carl go with cards on 3? He does, and gets him to 69 troops, which should win the match, right? I think, logistically speaking, 69 should do it. He has the 19. Who's the kill he's going for? Orange? Yellow. Carl goes for the kill on yellow. He is going to be close. It's going to have a 14 on 10. He gets it. Carl gets the first kill of the game. Gets the 5 points for killing Q Gatoro. Cashes out the trade-in, but won't get a trade-in turn. So now looks like an extra juicy fish for both Landon and Hectic potentially here. At 41 troops, if they can take out Carl, they get the 5 points. Landon has been lining up Carl all game long. Would expect him to go for the kill here if he has the trade. He's counting it out right now, trying to figure out what he needs. He's going to run out of time, though. He's halfway through his time. So he goes for just the lineup. What's up, Twaggy? You're on Landon, Team Landon here, too. So he goes for the lineup, but the problem is Carl's got 5 cards. So Carl's not going to be available to kill by Landon's next turn. Okay, Hectic gets the trade. So I don't think he was going for the lineup on Carl. He was maybe just lining that 12 up to be able to go to the right side of the board if he needs it. Hectic would like to... Hectic's going for the kill on Apollo. But he forgot the 12 up top. No, he can get it. He's got his 16 up there. He just ran out of time. That was just an oops there. Okay, Ace is getting 30 now. He's got an easy fed kill on Apollo, which will give him 4 cards and another trade-in. I think Ace probably wins this. He forgot the 8, not the 12. Okay, yeah. He couldn't get to the 8 on the right side. Apollo's upset because he got fed, which is a fair thing to be upset about. Okay, so that is a kill there for Ace. He gets the 5 points. He gets the trade in turn. Should have a kill lined up on Carl, potentially. Think is the line he's going for. To get the other 5 cards. Get him 3 more points. There's the kill on Carl. Ace goes to 8 points. Should have an easy 70 run now. What's up, Harlow? What's up, Splat? He thought there's a C lane, not part of the map. Yeah, it's possible he got messed up on the C lane to white there. I also like that you call them C lanes, Harlow. I need to start using that term. That's so much cooler. I usually say exterior loop, but C lane sounds so much cooler. And there's the 70 for Ace. He'll finish the match with 18. Carl the Great, the only other one with points, got the 5 bounty points that he kind of cashed in early just to get the 5 points. So 18 points goes to Ace, 5 for Carl, everybody else at 0 as we head to France. We'll play a France 70% fixed game. And everyone else will try to get on the board here. That was I don't think Ace was in a particularly great spot to win that game until that feed happens. So some of this is about getting lucky. Obviously, as we get later and later in the tournament, you're going to see less failed kills, probably less failed 70 runs. So that opportunity will probably fall by the wayside to some degree. But yeah, that was a straight up feed to Ace. And sometimes, you just get lucky. That's part of risk, right? That's why we play 3 games instead of just playing the one single game and calling it good. If you play 3 games, at least you spread out some of that luck and failed kills, bad cards, bad spawns. So we get a little better idea of who the real best 3 players in the group are. And again, we're not just taking the top player, we're taking the top 3, which gives us a better chance overall over multiple rounds. We're gathering more sample data to try to get the real best 3 players to move forward on a national team. Hopefully someone's creating our lobby here. They're chatting a little bit about the game in a very positive manner, so no one's too angry yet. Apollo would be the one that could probably be the most angry in this scenario, but he's being very chill. Just a reminder, we do have one more match of round 1, the final match of round 1 coming up next. It'll be Group 9, USA Group 9, which will finish up our 48 participants. So we've got 21 that auto-advance from the seeding round into round 2. We will have our final 27 after next match here in a couple hours. We'll have it locked in, so we'll know that top 48 for the U.S. Everyone else removed, and the players that were eliminated based off tiebreaker will be added to the waiting list for the next round. So that is something important to mention. So if you were eliminated based off the tiebreaker, meaning you were tied for 3rd, you will be added to the waiting list to potentially get into round 2. Landon is setting up, asking someone to check the settings. So I'm going to take a quick look at them. France, he's got it set to progressive. Let's check these again. France autofix 60 looks right. We can see as of now. So far, everyone holding true to the color palette, which you'd love to see. Waiting on Carl and Hectic here. Get the other two added. Carl is in, just waiting on Hectic. Maybe as we get a few more rounds in the tournament, people will be a little smoother going game to game. Oh, he went to the bathroom. Okay. Got a short bathroom break. So you guys want to see who's coming up in that game 9? It's going to say Apollo because he moved up to group 8. So that'll be a potential spot. But we've got XC Dude 96, Chad playing. Apollo's not playing. We'll have an open slot, hopefully, for a fill in. We've got a bunch of streamers in here. So XC Dude 96, a streamer on Twitch. Also, I think posts on YouTube. Mr. Splatula in the chat right now. And a streamer on Twitch. And posts on YouTube. Do you post on YouTube, Splat? And then we've got Smash13579, who streams as Smash Gaming on Twitch. Braden, who has a YouTube channel, Braden on YouTube. And then Scientificus, who I don't believe streams or anything. So yeah, you've got four streamers. Again, Apollo won't be in that group. That'll be an open slot that we'll try to fill before. Got Hectic back. He's jumping in the lobby now, so we should be good to go for game 2, which is France fixed. Splat post on YouTube. Okay. Was lifting weights. Oh, great. So Splat streams on Twitch and also posts his video on YouTube, so go check him out. Really good breakdown and strategy, risk strategy. Plays more caps than I do, especially. So if you're looking for cap content, I think there's plenty of it on there. Also a big fan of Europe Advanced, I think, like I am. Hectic is on his way, don't worry. Going into game 2, Ace will be at 18, Carl the Great at 5. Ace had 2 bounties and the win, which got him 18 points. You get 5 points for your first bounty, 3 points for your second bounty, 1 point for each additional bounty. You get 10 points for winning any game. We'll play 3 games. And the three players with the most points at the end of the 3 games will move on to the top 48 in round 2 next week for USA qualifiers. Apollo has said in the chat that he would prefer to be the one fed and to be fed a kill instead to be fed to someone else this game. He has made that clear in the chat, just in case they were curious. He would prefer to be the one that gets fed the kill. Ace disagrees. He feels like it went the correct way last time. So Ace was happy with with how things turned out there. We got two more games. We've got this fixed game in France, fixed 70, and then we've got a World Dom progressive that we will play in Himeji Castle for the final game of the three. Sure. Not Young Me would like a idea of the settings for the next round, which is a good point. The settings are up on the website. You can go to riskworldcup.com to see round two, which will be just the U.S. again playing next week, the top 48, and then we'll get everybody back in for the most part that next week, playing in the quarterfinals. So round two, game one will be Greece 70% progressive. So with blizzards on. So Greece will be your round one 70% progressive map. Game two will be Brazil 70% fixed. So Brazil is a smaller map, not quite as small as France, I believe. And it's a little more choky potential, but the blizzards will be off in Brazil. So 70%, because there's no blizzards in Brazil, obviously. 70% fixed in Brazil. And then Lubeck, I don't know exactly how to pronounce the umlaut, but Lubeck, World Dom progressive will be game three for round two. Anybody familiar with those maps? All right, we are starting game two of group 8 of round one here. France 70% fixed. Ace got the win in game one. We will see who gets the best position. We do have blizzards on here in France, so we'll see how they affect the map. The blizzards are in a very non-helpful setup, except the only thing they've really changed on this map is they've ruined the kill guard up at the top there of the map, and that +2. And on the right, they created a potential kill guard opportunity, so just swapped it. Just did a Greece practice, definitely a bonus map. Yeah, so the Greece settings likely to play out closer to more of a Mont Saint Michel style from the seeding round versus what we saw in Britannia Advanced. It'll be similar, more similar to the Mont Saint Michel, people taking bonuses early, and then the breakthrough happening later on. Adjust your stream a little bit here because we don't need quite the extra zoom like we did in Britannia Advanced. Let's see a little more info. Q Gatoro wants the bonus. Takes the +2 turn 1, moves the 4 in. No, doesn't move anything in, just threat stacks there. Moves the 3 onto the 10 to give a threat stack of a 12. If you break me, I'm hitting you with a 12, is what he's saying. We don't know if that's true, but we know that's what he is threatening. Landon takes an easy take. Landon in positions all over the board. He's got 3 different corners of the board. Same with Carl. He's set up in 3 different corners. If he adds to his 2, he's got a chance to really make use of that position. But as it sits now, it looks like Landon may come out of that potential kill guard position in the right corner, the top right corner. There are bonuses on this map. We haven't really seen him held. Again, Mamba thought he was going to hold him in my match, but I stacked here in the center so that he didn't get it. But this is Central France. This is Northern France. This is the +2 currently being held by Q Gatoro. This is Eastern France over here. Southeastern France is this section, just a +2 and a lot of territories to hold for a +2. This is Southwestern France, I believe, and this is Western France here. Most of these bonuses will not be held. Central France is the +5. This is a +2, and this is a +2. Those are really the 3 that are possible to be held, in my opinion. Yeah, so Southern France, Southwestern France, Western France, the +4, Eastern France, the +3. Unlikely to be held. Do we see the break from Apollo? Apollo does break. Does he leave the 9 stack in there? Yeah, he leaves the 9 stack in there. No way we see a 15 on 9 here, right, guys? No way. That'd be an epic start to this match, to this game. We get the surprised face from Landon. Oh boy. I'm stressed. Anyone else stressed? No way we see 15 on 9. The 4 on 1? Does he move it over to the 15? He gives him a chance to get back out of the bonus. Okay, does kind of continues the threat by doing that. Saying I'm building an even bigger stack next to you if you really want to stay here. Carl lost his 2 to Landon, so I think he messed up there not making a better fortified position in front of Landon and using as a potential kill card. Landon also added a lot to that stack to hold that position, which maybe scared him away from making it a kill card. Some big threat moves here. Orange is kind of threatening Landon that he wants him to move that 7. I don't 100% get it. Ace is going to move all of his stacks into one position and put it on the island. Hectic takes a second position in the center. Does he combine the 2 stacks? No, he stays separate. Keeps them separate. Hugataro takes back the bonus. And he guards much more heavily. Okay, I think Apollo lets him keep that bonus. Not gonna risk his whole game on the +2 this late in the game. That +2 mattered a lot more turn 1 than it does now. Potential green kill on yellow. Yeah, with a double tap. We're combining stacks somehow there. Ace keeps threatening Landon. He wants that 9 stack moved. I just don't know exactly what he's wanting him to do. Maybe you guys can tell better the signaling, what's going on. Ace has his two stacks right next to each other. He's blocked himself off basically from getting to the top of the map. He needs someone to hit those ones for him is what he really needs. And if those guys are smart at the top, they're going to try to leave that there as much as they can. Yeah. That's a smart move by Hectic. He doesn't hit the orange one above him. He hits the one below him because orange has two stacks both just locked into the bottom half of the map. So if you have a stack up at the top of the map, you're safe from orange. Does white clear that out and create a line? Yeah, he goes left. Creates a line really for pink through the map unless he moves back. You think orange wants the bonus, Harlow? Yeah, he's going to move back in so black doesn't take that. +5 in the middle is a game changer. You hold that for a turn this part of the game, it's a game changer. What does Landon do here with the early trade? He goes at pink. Landon kills pink. Landon kills Carl. That's 5 points for Landon. And Carl's the first to go in France. Landon's still at 31 troops, so he hasn't really weakened himself too much to be an easy kill. But he has the 4 cards, so he's going to be the most targeted person here. Orange again is blocked from that kill on green. Black has a decent line, but not enough troops at this point. Would need a 10 trade likely. 10 trade for orange here. His best kill lines are white, but he's still really blocked off. So his kill line's really black because of the way he's blocked. Black gets the 10 trade. Does he go for Landon? I think he does. Well, looks like he's going for white. No, he's going for Landon. Okay. Don't know if he gets it. Yeah, he's going to be close. He's going to roll a like 9 on 11? No. He's going for the 70. It's an early 70 run. He can roll the 9 on 8 back. He can roll these 2 ones. Probably should roll the 2 ones first, but that's okay. Oh, okay, so he gets that. So it was a smart roll. Okay, it was smart to go for that first because he won the 2 ones after, but he still can't quite get it. He needs one more territory and can't get there. Yeah, you need all but 6 on this map. He's at all but 7. Got it close. Got it close. So does that feed Apollo a chance at it? I think Apollo gets it, right? He's got a real easy path. He's just got to get all but 6. So he's got 2 orange, 2 yellows, and 2 greens. He's just got to hit all black. He'll get the bounty at the same time. Hit the 2. Yeah, he'll get the bounty at the same time he gets the 70 here. No, he didn't get the bounty. Okay, he was 1 short. There you go. So Apollo gets the win. No other bounty points handed out. How about that? That's going to create an interesting score line. Uh, so going into game 3, it'll be Ace with 18, Apollo with 10, Carl and Landon at 5, Hugh Gatoro and Hectic at 0. So still anybody's game, anybody's match at this point. Even Hugh Gatoro or Hectic could still win the group with a sweep here in game 3. What do you guys think about the early run attempt there of Hectic? It did kind of pay back Apollo for his getting fed the first game. He got kind of fed the 70 that way. We'll go into game 3, which is World Dom, Himeji Castle, Progressive. Got him a bonus, which is good. Could have gone for the kill. Yeah, it's true. He did get the bonus. I don't think the bonus is worth any points at this point. But yeah, that's a fair point, Slime Master. He did get the bonus in that run. Yeah, whose kill do you think he had? He was kind of half lining up for Landon, and half lining up for Apollo. What's up, Grizzlebrand? Grizzlebrand off the second place finish last night in the late group is advancing on to round 2 for the U.S. Just waiting on Carl to fill up our lobby, and we'll get into game 3 here. Better check the settings here. Himeji Castle auto progressive 60 looks right. We're in World Dom. We will have blizzards. That does change this map a little bit. This map's already tricky, and then when you add in blizzards, some of the pathing's tough, right, Grizzlebrand? Especially if you're on mobile trying to run the 70 or run the World Dom. It gets tricky. Yeah. I had trouble with the pathing late in mine also. To get the bounty I should have gotten in my Himeji Castle. But it worked out okay. I squeaked by with my 5 points. Also, Tombstone had trouble. We're running out of time late in Group 6. Ended up getting eliminated based off it. Oh, that would be nice. Slime Master, that is a great point. If it said diffraction up there, like 20 out of 26 or something, that would be super nice, actually. Have you put that in the suggestions for SMG? Because that's a super smart idea. Yes, you did. Yeah, I will upvote it for sure. That's so smart. Instead of having to count it out, especially if you're not like playing in a tournament where you've practiced that map a bunch of times, that would be really nice and probably make 70% less daunting for a lot of people. Okay, so we're playing Himeji Castle here. Trying to make sure I got the turn timer in there for you. This is a complex map. There are bonuses to be taken. This is the +3. This is Coco M. That was just taken there by Hectic down at the bottom. So he's got the +3. There's a +4 of farms up here in the top left. A +5 of village comes down here. Oshaki Park, the +3 that green has. Landon has Oshaki Park. The +2 is this orange one and this black one. There's a +2 down in this corner. You've got a +5 for Seaheim right here, that golden section. This middle area is 3 circles, so Himeji Gardens the +4 in the green. Himeji Castle Course is the +6 in the second ring, and then Himeji Castle in the center here, the +4. The north is this path across the top, which is a +6, Himeji North. And then down here you've got Himeji City, which has not been held by anyone, although Marin tried. Actually, Marin was able to hold it for a couple turns last night for that +7. Marin Brombat, one of the 5-point advancers like I am, going into round 2. But it's a survive and advance style tournament, right? So that's how it works all the way through the national team, right? Just get on that. You just got to finish top 3 to get on the national team. So even through the World Cup finals, it'll be those top 3 until we get to the grand prize. All right, so Landon gets a first turn bonus. Hectic gets a first turn bonus. Apollo's not in a great position to take a bonus yet. Is waiting to see how maybe Magenta and Yellow shake this out. Magenta could go up and Yellow could go up into farms. But it looks like Magenta will block Yellow down there. Orange is not particularly positioned well for a bonus. It takes the +2. Okay, so Orange is going to take the +2. And try to stay friends with Black there. That's a +2 with 2 territories and 2 guards. Both hitting the 2. Landon working on a second bonus would also like that +4. Oh no, he's moving out of it. Okay, he's just moving troops to fortify his +3. Thought he was going to go for that second bonus. Would have been potential target opportunity if everyone felt that Landon was getting too strong. Yeah, Black's got the kill guard on Orange in that bonus. White also potentially with a kill guard of Carl. Apollo with a kill guard of Carl up in the top right corner. Yellow's working on village. He's got to take this white 4 to get village. That's going to be tough. Apollo has nothing to really gain out of this white 4. He's also got this white 3 in farms, which Magenta would like to take. So Apollo's in a couple of tough spots. Yeah, there are plenty of opportunities for kill guards up in this area. Just the way that everything is split up. Remember, coming into this match, or coming into this game, Ace is at 18 points for the match. Apollo at 10, Carl and Landon at 5. The top 3 will advance. I can tell you based off of the tiebreakers as of now, Carl and Landon are exactly, no. Landon has the tiebreaker currently over Carl for third place. So as of now, Landon has the tiebreaker over Carl because Landon has a direct bounty on Carl. So if Landon and Carl end with no changed points, Landon will finish above Carl. Game 1 was Ace. Ace won game 1, kind of got it fed to him. Definitely got it fed to him, not kind of. And ended up with 2 bounties and the win. Hectic likes that he's getting the +3. He's building on this center position that guards the entire castle here from where this 5 is sitting. Yeah, it's always nice when you get fed. But that's why we play 3-game matches, because getting fed in one game shouldn't decide everything for you. Although it probably gets him through. He still had to make the decisions and make it work. Orange has the +2. Yellow's not going to hit Apollo's 5, apparently, to take his +5. Magenta has removed himself from farms. So yellow could move up into farms and maybe make a deal with Apollo there. Landon has a +3. Hectic has a +3. Landon in the troop lead feels pretty confident, probably, playing this out a little bit safer. Moves the 7 up to block Magenta, maybe? Yellow would be better off at this point, switching attention to farm. Yeah, so that's what I think they should do. Now that Magenta's moved out, Yellow should be moving up and letting Apollo mess around with Village. He could even move up and let Apollo pull his 3 out of farms, and he would just have to hit 1s. Get a sorry misclick there. Carl doesn't like it. Carl down to 21 troops. Starting to look a little fishy. Down to 20 troops. Carl does have the 6 up in the corner, but Apollo's not really kill guarding him. He just rolled a 4-on-3 and lost nothing. Wait, who rolled the 4-on-3? Was it Hectic or was it Apollo? That's not the right path if he's trying to work with Apollo to take farms. He could have let the 3 out through the bottom. Black, okay. So I think Hugataro could have moved his stack up, let Apollo's 3 come down into Village, but instead he hits the 3, so he loses some troops, but I guess he weakens Apollo also by doing that to make him not as tough down below. He leaves the 3 in Village, so he's not working super nicely with Apollo there. Landon getting to sit back and watch, and Hectic's creating an enemy, obviously, there with Carl. Carl takes himself out of the corner. Carl is at least split up around different parts of the board, so he will be a tough kill in that sense, but Yellow's got him decently lined up everywhere. Also, Ace has been pretty quiet in this, taking his +2 and just building his stack out in Himeji City, where he's got access to everybody. He doesn't want to open up that 7 to him up top. So he just hits Apollo's 1 here. Apollo getting very weak. Ace definitely lining up to kill on Apollo, don't you guys think? Yeah, so yeah, that's true. Orange doesn't have access into the castle, although there's some access, but yeah, it would be tough. You're right. Ah, Gatoro playing it very greedy, wants the bonus, all those territories in village, but he's not setting up next to Apollo's 5 to take the second bonus. Probably thinking Apollo wants to leave that 1 to not open up his stack. What's Ace wanting to do up top? Hit Carl? He's going for the kill on Carl? He only got 11 down low. This is going to be a tight kill. 10 on 9, then he's got to hit 2 1s with no support stacks. Wow, that's a big oops. Poor Carl. That is a feed by Ace. Too hectic. No, too Landon. Landon gets the feed. That's a big move for Landon because it takes Carl out of the game, leaves him at 5 points for the match, and it moves Landon in front of him. So that effectively eliminates Carl by doing that. Landon moves up to 10. Is in a tie now with Apollo for second place. I don't think Ace had that kill. Landon goes for the break on Q Gatoro. Yeah, I think he had the kill if he lines up much differently. He got a little greedy, I think, with the way he lined it up. Ace is still at 34 troops, so he's not super fishy yet. Hectic trying to figure out what he should be doing. Would like to kill on orange? No. Goes for the break on Landon. Yeah, that's fair. I probably should have looked at the 90 based not just off of territory count. We have seen a couple of failed kills based off the timer, which I don't love. Although, there's a lot of thinking time that went into that move before the... Like, that wasn't a real complicated kill in terms of number of territories to take. The key is, if you want to be really good at Risk playing on short timers like this, the real key is planning out that move ahead of time as much as you can. Obviously, stuff will change, and you've got to adjust when you get to your turn. But you really got to use your turn to do the action. It's similar to Red Sands Fort. It's more connected though than Red Sands Fort, but there are similar nooks and crannies, as Grizzlebrand said yesterday. Yeah, someone, I mean, the person before you could ruin all of your plans, but you really got to have that plan set up so that you can just move when your turn starts. And you've got to, I mean, that's part of being good at risk is being able to predict behavior. If you can predict what those people right in front of you are going to do a little bit, um, obviously it's not 100% because predicting humans is impossible. But if you can get a decent idea of how people are going to play it, then that's going to give you a huge advantage on your turn to where you don't have to spend time thinking and going through your options. Instead, you just go. So don't waste your time. Once your turn ends, you should immediately be planning out your next turn, especially when you get to this point in the game. You should be immediately ending your turn and planning out your next turn and trying to figure out kind of what everybody else is going to do in between to some degree. If you just wait till your turn comes up and then you take a look at the board and go, well, what should I do? You're in trouble. You're going to run out of time, especially when you get to these tournament situations. You're playing against players that are just way too good for that. So although I'll agree that the 90 seconds is tough, if you're really, I think the 90 seconds would have been nice only for the like one-on-one down at the end like Grizzlebrand had yesterday. The 90 seconds comes to effect when you're trying to take back the whole map and stuff. When you're going for like a 10 territory kill, the 60 seconds should be plenty. Yeah, Britannia, even without the nooks and crannies, can be tough because you're working from a bunch of different spots, and you got to get around stacks and stuff. Yeah, it can be tough for that purpose. A different kind of challenge. Ah, Landon wants to keep yellow weak, and he wants the kill guard on orange. No, he moves back out. Okay, he doesn't want the kill guard on orange. He's just breaking yellow and black there. He is playing the points game, Mitch. Okay. So yellow and black, he wants to have the least chance to come back in this game. Okay, I see it. Although I think the points game for Landon in this should be winning. Landon's in the best spot to win, in my opinion. Yeah, blue had the that was Grizzlebrand Harlow. He was just on mobile, so it was hard to move through the map in 90. I think he is playing the points game. I think you're right, Splat, with the breaks. He's also in some ways creating a kill opportunity on yellow by doing that for himself. He needs that 4 over on the right side and that I can't tell what the other one is. 1 on the right side to go away. But it looks like Hectic is gonna kill guard them. Hollow gets the first big trade, 25. He puts them all inside the castle. I don't think he's lining up a kill with it. Could be lining up a kill on black potentially. Goes for the kill guard up in the top right corner and fortifies there. Yeah, Grizzlebrand. Harlow plays a lot of mobile too, so I think he feels your pain. The good news is, I would say the next the maps in the next round not as nook and cranny for round 2. I think nook and cranny is an official term. I'm pretty sure. We've got the 32 stack moved out for Q Gatoro. He gets cards, and Apollo gives the fist bump to Ace, who gets the trade on 3 for 35. What does Ace do with that 35? The player with the most cards is black, and he's been lined up next to black pretty much all game. That 5 does nothing. Just a conservative play. Just the stay alive cards on 3 is what we see there. Working on still getting our 6 now that Apollo moved over. What's up, Novel? Rooting for Apollo here? Apollo takes yellow out of the right side of the board, but doesn't hit yellow's 2 in the middle. Sorry, Hectic. I don't know who I said there, but Hectic takes yellow off the right side of the board there, but doesn't hit the 2 in the middle. He's got Landon's stack blocked from yellow on the left. Interesting. I think Hectic locked that 16 in. I think that 16 is locked in there. A little bit of conservative play building here. Sets are about to get really big. Bonuses are about to stop mattering. If they haven't already. Landon's held that +3 all game. That's why he's in the troop lead once he turns in his cards. Landon likely just needs 1 kill to ensure himself a spot in round 2. Could go for the kill on black here. Would be really tough. Kill on yellow he's pretty blocked from. Gonna be tough to get any kill from this position. He could at least take yellow's 10 spot out of the middle. Oh, he's going for it. Oh, doesn't get great dice there. Can't figure out how to get another stack over. He can roll that 5 out. He's got a chance with that 5. He can take it out of the castle. Hey, thanks, Aim. Thanks for the raid. Appreciate you. What's up, Amped? We've had a match full of failed kill attempts, so you will have, as an English player, you'll appreciate what we're seeing here. See, he could take this 5. It would have to hit the 1, and he would have maybe a 3-on-1 here. But he would still have to get some really nice dice in here with all the splits going on to get that kill. So he didn't go for it. Black also doesn't go for the kill on yellow. I think what Landon's thinking is he waits 1 turn, because yellow definitely doesn't have cards, but yellow will get the bonus for a turn. So we'll have more troops. We are in game 3, for those of you that just raided. We're in game 3 of Group 8. Top 3 players will move on in the Risk World Cup. The other 3 will be eliminated. We've already had Carl the Great eliminated with 5 points out of this game. Everybody else still in it, still alive, depending on how this game ends. We're playing Himeji Castle. This is World Dom, progressive cards, and we are into big trades in the 50 range. Yellow moves back into one position. Well, 2 positions. Still has the 9 in the middle, which is still an annoyance for Landon trying to get that bounty. Landon's only getting 7 troops. He could add to his 5 and go 12 on 1, on 1, on 9. Did yellow card skip? I don't know, Splat. He's going to roll the 8 on 9. Ooh, he gets a good starting roll. Does he blitz it from here or does he roll it out? Oh, he gets a tough second roll. Good third roll. Blitz 6 on 5 or roll it. Still manuals. Loses 2. Wins 2. Wow, these are wild rolls. Needs 1 good roll here. Gets the 2. Should be able to blitz to win. Now he just hits yellow the rest of it? Or does he leave it? Yellow's still on 1 card. Yeah, you're right. He card skipped because I said he was on 1 card last turn. So yellow just stays there. Landon moves the rest of his troops up to give him a solid 69 stack, which should be enough to get the job done. The thing Landon doesn't want to do is feed the kill to Hectic. Yeah, that's noise. That's correct, Nerdy Hippie. So he doesn't want to feed the kill there to Hectic, because Hectic is potentially one of the players that could knock Landon out. Currently, that tiebreaker of 10 is going to Landon. So Landon's currently in second place on the tiebreaker with Apollo because Landon has more bounties. He's got 2 bounties, and Apollo has no bounties. So he's winning on overall bounties for that tiebreaker for second place as of now. Landon feeling like if he can go get that bounty on yellow next turn, he's through in the tournament. He's got a great chance to win the group with that. I didn't see what did Black skip Splat? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, he could have broken yellow and made it a little easier of a kill, probably. Black slammed the 24 of Apollo. Okay. Yeah, that is interesting. I mean, really, I understand the points, and yellow and black are playing for trying to figure out points. But the truth is, they need a really good game. They probably need a couple of bounties or a win to get through. So they should be playing for the win. Ace has just quietly played to the side of this whole game. Kept his +2 and just not messed around too much. Well, I guess since he had the failed kill. Okay, so Landon gets the bounty that he's been lining up for seemingly this entire game. He just can't mess up a split here, and there are some tricky splits. He does it right. He gets the kill on Q Gatoro. Landon goes up to 15 points. Even throws up the good game. You love to see it. Landon at 15 points moves into second place in the group. Likely moves on to round 2 with that kill. Q Gatoro now eliminated with 0 points. Landon's still at 97 troops, so he's the troop leader with the kill. So he's got to feel pretty good about that. That he hasn't fed himself in any way to anybody. Orange and Apollo should, yeah. So if they take him out, if they take Black out, they would move on. Yeah, I don't think they're super worried, but
It is actually the second kill from Len in this game, so it is 13
thank
points.
you, Sam. Sam with the correction there. That was the second kill from Landon this game because he got Carl the first time, so it's just 3 points for that kill, which takes him to 13. So he's still in third place, or he's still in second place. Sorry. Again, we're just about 10 minutes away, a little less than 10 minutes away from the final group of USA qualifying, the final 3 spots up for grabs in round 2 of USA qualifying. Landon's still got that 69 stack up there. That bodes well. That'll play. Oh, a little break there by Hectic, breaking Landon, not liking all these bonuses that Landon's holding. Opens the 69 stack to him. Seems like maybe a mistake. And we're going to get a trade here from Ace. Does he go for a bounty? Doesn't appear so. A couple of 69 stacks up there. You don't want to hit those. We're just about 6 minutes away from Group 9 starting. Don't know if we'll see. We gotta fill a waiting spot, so we may end up having time, but I don't think we'll have any post game talk in this one, most likely. Don't see it ending super soon. Still a pretty balanced board. Black's the fish here left at the end of the game. White gets the bounty here. Apollo gets the bounty here on Hectic Doctor, it looks like. Yep. That's the bounty for Apollo. Hectic Doctor ends with 0. Apollo gets his first bounty of the match. He goes up to 15 points. So kind of a three horse race here at the top for who's going to win the group. But it looks like we definitely have our three advancers, or the three remaining in this game. Ace, Apollo, and Landon will move on. All that's left to be decided is who wins the group. Got a really good group coming up next, including Mr. Splatula, Braden, Smash, XC Dude, Santificus, and then potentially someone from the waiting list. That is the death of Landon there. Ace gets the bounty on Landon. That is 5 points for Ace. He goes up to 23. Can he finish off Apollo? He has less. Well, he hasn't traded yet. He has a 5. He'll have 5 cards. Yeah, he'll have a trade next turn. Apollo going to take as much as he can. He's got the troop lead for now. But Ace will get the trade next turn, which will vault him into the troop lead. The key here is just taking as much as you can, making sure you break everything. Preferably not opening stacks if you can. Awesome, thanks, Smash. I will, as soon as this one ends, I'll jump in there. Thank you for saying that. Again, Smash Gaming on Twitch will be playing in our next game, as well as Mr. Splatula, who streams on Twitch. Braden on YouTube will be playing, who posts his games on YouTube, obviously. XC Dude, who streams and posts games, also will be in there. So, I'll let you in, tourney streaming. Oh, yeah, I can do that. I can do that, Smash. You're in. What's up, Riedel? Apollo gets the set on 3. Oh boy. That would have been the end of Apollo if he doesn't have the set on 3, I believe. You just gotta make sure to break everything. Hope that Ace doesn't have a set on 3. He's pretty fast. Apollo's moving quickly through the board. So that will help. in the end game here. He does open the 21 stack unless he's going to hit it. He does. He goes and hits it. Yeah, thanks, Riedel. I made it through. 5 points is 5 points, you know. This was well played by Apollo. Let's see if we've got the trade on three for Ace. He also has the trade on three. Oh boy. Oh my goodness, we thought it was over, and the trades on three are back to back trades on three. Polo starts on 69 troops. Should be healthy. Gets the breaks here. Been a pretty well played two-player in-game, considering the cards on three, which should be favoring Ace here. Polo's got to get these breaks done. He's broken everything. Ace does have the 34 stack sitting there. He can't use his 6, it's locked. Could use the 7 in the middle to take a couple more. Ace gets 7. He's at 93 troops. Theoretically, Apollo gets cards next. Can Ace create enough problems that Apollo can't break him here? And can Ace get all the breaks he needs up top and farm? Should prioritize the breaking, but he wants to get as many territories as possible, obviously. He takes out the 6 stack, so that limits Apollo's abilities to do anything. Plays it well. Very well played by Ace there. Apollo does build the +3, but he can't do much else. Ace has a huge advantage. Ace can't get the kill here, so Apollo has a chance for cards on 3, and he just sent the little devil emoji in like a cheeky fashion that he may have cards on 3 coming up again. Does he have cards on 3 again? We are in the waiting period, so you're not missing anything of round 1, group 9. We're in the waiting period for 10 more minutes, so we've got 10 more minutes before they kick off. Trying to fill that lobby. Apollo does not have the set on 3 this time. That should be the end. That should be it. Ace will get the final kill here on Apollo Bruce. Well played in game by both of them. Ace will go up to 36 points in 2 wins. He won two of the 3 games. Played very well by Ace in this one. He'll get this final bounty for 3 points, and he'll get the win, taking him to 36 for the match. We've got just a couple of minutes, so if Ace and Apollo and Landon want to chat a little post game, we could probably talk for a couple of minutes while we're waiting the last few minutes for the other game. So congratulations to Ace, Apollo, and Landon. They all move on to round 2. And Apollo, Ace, for super short post game. We'll see if we can get him in here for a real quick post game. Landon, are you in here? You undeafened yet? What's up, Apollo?
Yeah.
Landon, how'd the game go for you there? Can you hear me, Landon? Oh, sorry, Landon. I was not unmuted in the VC. So how did the third game you're just trying to get through? So you go for the kill on Q Gatoro? Look like the plan? What's up,
Well, the
Apollo?
first game didn't go too
Hey,
well,
what's up?
but the second game wasn't too bad. Got 5 points, and then I play Himeji City too much, so a little bit of practice for me.
So you're pretty familiar with Himeji City? Or Himeji Castle, yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I'm familiar with it.
Apollo, looks like you got fed in the first game. Was that frustrating for you?
No, not at all. What are you talking about?
You were totally chill with that happening. That's good.
Yeah, I was totally fine. It's part of the game, so yeah.
Oh, that's so frustrating. But that's why we play the multiple game matches, so stuff like that doesn't
Yeah.
ruin someone's tournament for sure.
Yeah.
Able to come
If
back?
it was a 1-game tournament, that I would have been significantly more mad.
Yeah, for sure. That helps. And able to come back and get the win in France.
Yep.
What was
Felt good.
what was your strategy there in France to get that win?
I was just trying. So that game, I didn't really like my positioning, especially with yellow up in the top right, like getting a bonus and whatnot.
Yeah, you were fine. You broke the bonus early.
I broke the bonus early. I gave it to him after a couple rounds, just so hopefully he wouldn't kill my position. But I was trying to maintain like a good like bottom, top, and middle position so I can kind of be a little bit mobile if needed, and it ended up working out. I think it's pretty rare to have 3 positions on a France game.
Yeah.
But it ended up working out, so it's fine.
Yeah, and 3 solid positions, and yeah, it gave you the mobility late to make your run for sure.
Yeah, and then I mean, obviously, then Black like just failed the 70% roll, which was I think everyone knew that he couldn't get it, but
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah, I think he was just at the point where I mean, a lot of people get to in that he knows that he's not going to get another turn basically, so he makes the run at it, but that ends up kind of feeding you that 70%.
Yeah, I mean, so if he didn't do that, I was gonna take out green for his cards.
Yeah.
And obviously the 5 points or whatever, just the bounty or whatever. So I think the game might have continued a little bit longer, but I mean, he just gave the game. That was 2 feeds in 2 games. So
yeah, that was pretty crazy.
What's up, Ace? We've got Ace in the house. Ace gets the win on game 1. He gets the nice feed of Apollo to him, right, Ace? You like that?
Yeah, that was pretty nice.
yeah, I bet it was.
I didn't think I was gonna have the lines, and then it was fed to me. So that was
Yeah,
very
I was
nice on game
actually
1.
talking about your positioning in that. I thought you were in a tough position on that map because you didn't have anything up top. So it was going to
Yeah,
be.
I knew I needed something up there. I was trying to move my position top left up there the whole game, and it just kept getting blocked. So I was sitting there waiting for someone to mess up, and thankfully they did.
Yeah. That's sometimes the way you got to play it on those. Then the in-game Ace and Apollo, the one-on-one, you guys both get the cards on 3 back-to-back there. I'm sure that was frustrating
That
for
was
the other players.
yes, it was.
And then
Yeah.
Apollo doesn't get the last cards on 3 that he needed to stay alive.
No. Yeah, of course not. That's how it always goes for me. But
That
it
would
is
have
what
been
it is. It's
wild
fine.
to get 3 straight cards on 3 there, but
I definitely thought it was going to happen. He was spamming those little devil faces, and I was like, "Oh, he's got it. It's going to take forever." And thankfully, he didn't.
yeah, the little devil
Um,
face I also said in the stream probably means that he has it, but yeah, he got you. He got us, all of
He's
us.
trying to trick me. Yeah, that map is so like choky. I have to get so many little endpoints. It's so hard to win on one turn.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it's brutal trying to just like walk it out.
yeah.
It takes so much effort.
Yeah, you guys were
Yeah,
moving
you
through it
definitely.
actually very fast.
Yeah, we were. I mean, thankfully we're not on mobile. But if that map was a little less choky, Apollo probably gets me before I can even turn in there. So.
Yeah, on his trade.
Yep. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, congrats to all 3 of you moving on to round 2 next week. So
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, much better than the seeding round.
yeah, it went better for
Hey,
you.
we both
That's the
did
important
great.
part.
Yeah.
It did much better here than the seating.
Would you say, Ace?
I'm glad it worked out for all of us.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
said
for
me
sure.
and Apollo were in the same we're in the same seating group, and it didn't go great for either one of us. So
No, it
glad
did not.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize you've been back to back same groups. So
Yeah,
Yeah, we both traded into this group this time. So
that's
nice.
funny.
That's funny.
I didn't even realize that you weren't originally in this group. That's really funny.
I traded with somebody else who needed a better time, and I was like, sure, I can do it.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, so I traded back into group 9 from group 1, and then I was just practicing like just with public lobbies, and I was like, oh, I saw the message, and I was like, oh, if you guys need another
That's what
player,
you
I'm
do.
ready now.
yeah, that worked out really well.
Nice. Well, congrats, guys. We'll see you next week. Settings are posted online, so you can start practicing for round 2. But we'll see you guys next week for the second round of U.S. qualifiers.
Awesome, thanks, Mitch,
Thanks,
and
Ace.
good game, guys.
Alright, thank you. Goodbye.
See ya.
All right, that is a wrap on Group 8. Congrats to Ace, Apollo, and Landon, all moving on to the top 48. We've got one more group of qualifiers getting ready to fire off here in just a second. So we're getting set up for that one, and we will see how